trying to be sweet today, I see.
Yeah, that's how I usually am, all right?
My friend Tanisha is here, and I'm so excited. Are you nervous?
Nah.
I had to forgive myself and realize
I forgive you.
I have no ill wishes for her by any means, but for me to protect my peace, I'm gonna keep it pushing.
I'm proud of you for sharing your emotions, whether it was because you're hungry.
Hold on, what if she's that friend that's like a hater? I got all this stuff running through my head, but I had to remember who I am. I had to remember that I am Brian, okay? And Brian does what he does.
We split the mortgage. I would take water, cable, internet. Maybe she handles the car insurance.
So it's about splitting everything.
You know, being partners with it. I know she make more than me, because, you know, ain't no money in radio. She ain't no money in radio. You know, I do this for the love. You know what I'm saying? And so...
I don't want to carry again and have to be concerned with finances. So that literally is something that I have to think about when I'm dating.
I thought it was a partnership, because that's the type of man I am. I mean, it's been like that throughout my entire life. I could definitely tell that the tide had changed. Like, the energy just didn't feel the same. Man.
We don't split no mortgage. Are you crazy? That's your job. I don't need to worry about how all of the bills are going to get paid when I'm trying to carry a baby.
You make your own money, so don't stress.
I can't make it if I'm, I don't,
But don't stress on that though right now.
I have to.
You're moving too fast, cuz.
have you ever cheated before?
Huh?
Huh? Don't BS me now.
I was not straightforward and honest enough because I believe she really did care and love me, but I don't believe she knew how to love me. And I wasn't even mature enough at that time to really fight through and sift through all of that stuff like I needed to. So I just checked out, and I let that linger on for a few months until we actually broke up.
Yeah, just be real.
Brian.
That sounds so bad, how you portray yourself. Just be who I am.
Friends always see things that you don't see and maybe notice things that you don't notice. So, what do you think?
You're giving me vibes that you normally give me when you ain't really feeling.
Really?
I don't want to change your mind about Brian.
Winter has energy about her. Whisper something sexy in my ear.
Vacation, sleeping in late.
Hot baby oil.
Baby oil.
Thongs. Twerk fest.
Joy and I have known each other since 2015. She's always been good with advice, just like mad cool.
Going on a brunch date with Winter, Jay, and Edwin and our friends.
Where would you like to sit?
I'll sit over here.
It's going to be uncomfortable, but we thought this would be the easiest way to see what these guys were really feeling about us.
Both guys are suave, both of them are very attractive, and I may not be asking the right questions. I might just be enjoying the view.
What does Joy have that Winter does not?
Oh,
question.
Wait.
They're, you know, two totally different women, but absolutely amazing. And you can feel their, you already know hers, but you've only met her for 30 seconds, and you can feel her energy from over there. With Winter, we literally just sat down and met each other for the first time, but it was palpable. So that's, if that answers your question.
Okay. You didn't answer my question, though. I like the way you did that, though. You're a showman, and I like that.
I'm feeling uneasy. It's not that I can't handle the truth, but nobody wants to hear that they're number two for any reason.
You ready for me to answer that question, huh?
I got to know.
Yeah, Winter, she just adds a nice element of fun and just energy. That's the biggest thing that I'm looking for. Any man would be crazy not to want to be with either one of them. I'm not looking at it like I'm competing with Jay, and I'm sure he's not looking at it as he's competing with me.
This guy.
Wow.
Mr. Edwin, I haven't really had too many in-depth conversations, but it's like a little something. I feel like I may need to explore this option as well. For you, what does that look like as far as your role? How do we handle the home finances?
If I'm getting ready to take upon a wife, I feel like I want to be able to financially be able to make sure that things are taken care of and everything is good and you don't have to worry about that.
All of my concerns were soothed in a matter of 5 minutes.
You're gonna make me fall asleep with you rubbing my neck like that right now. Naya has kind of flipped the script on Chris, and I was actually surprised.
I got to thank Joy and Simone and Alex for being there and navigating me in the right direction. You know how I roll.
I don't. I would love to have 35,000 more talks with Edwin.
Something just seemed off. I mean, we weren't on the same wavelength as we had been throughout this entire time.
Morgan is like my go-to girl. She got my back through everything, especially in relationships. She's always my girl.
I walk up to my date with Adriana, I see her best friend.
Denise invited me out, little surprise. Calfani was joining me as well.
You were married. So what exactly derailed the marriage?
At the end of the day, it should have been more upfront communication and transparency. Now, I'm to blame for some of that as well, because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm always trying these next things.
What does marriage look like for you now?
Just having a partner that I can share everything with. Because at the end of the day, the attraction and the physical things, that's awesome, that's great.
Have you ever cheated?
We're not perfect, but we are perfected.
Whomever she may have in her life, we want to make sure that she's growing and y'all can grow together without any distraction.
Would you say that you all have a connection?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely have a connection. We were vibing, we were cool.
So what do you think? Terrible. No, I'm just kidding. Adriana. Oh, I really like her.
Rashid is like the person that I would normally fall for. But it's this other guy.
Okay. You did not tell me how he made you feel. You did not tell me about, like his ambition, his passion, his goals. Go with your intuition. I feel like you know.
I'm going to be the head of the household because I'm the man, but at the same time, we are going to converse, whatever it is, goals or whatever decisions that need to be made, we're going to make them as a family. I don't need to control you.
I'm still going to be the head of the household, play my role in my position, provider, protector, guide, prayer warrior, all that. But it's a partnership at the same time, constantly trying to elevate and just do better.
You hit a note.
I know, I'm over here like.
We've talked about generational curses. That's something right now we have to stop.
Right. Yes.
And we put a dead end to that.
Right.
I think I'm
No, right. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you.
It was a crazy situation with me and Anthony being there with just Denise. Mind you, I'm not tripping. Do what you gotta do. Do what you came here to do. You're trying to find love. Your connection may be Anthony. Your connection may be me, but you won't know if you don't try.
My bestie couldn't make it. Just before she was ready to leave, her newborn had to be rushed to the hospital.
My friend wasn't really impressed with either. She kind of felt that Jay was a little salesy.
Lydia called him a showman. She was like, well, who do you like more? I'm like, Jay. She's like, no, Joy, I don't see it. She was leaning more towards Edwin. She felt like
we have a deep spiritual connection that is undeniable. Everybody sees it.
She felt like we were a good match. He came with all the answers and all the right ones, and it sounded nice.
Last time we were talking, you were gung-ho by Chris.
I wasn't never gung-ho by nobody.
Hold on.
His idea of what his role would be is to fill in where I can't fill in. I'm complete and filled all the way in single.
To be fair, he felt bad about that answer, and he's my
we're
therapist.
talking about what happened at that moment.
I'm shocked and appalled. They had a vibe, they had a thing going. If you really weren't into him, that's unfair to him because his energy could have been placed elsewhere.
I would want him to, have a chance to date.
Don't think about me when you're doing what you're doing.
I don't look at him in that way.
Anybody else you feel?
Edwin.
Tell me where the turn happened.
There's some stability. There's some similarities. It's more congruent to my list and what I pray about. Not all the way, but it's less work I'm gonna have to do.
Okay.
Honestly, she really liked him. She just wasn't sure if he was the person for me.
I'm just tired of hearing Brian talking. I don't have time.
Really?
The situation that happened with Alicia, you're not a good decision maker. I'm done. The process is getting harder and harder because the closer we get,
How you doing?
Hello, Brian.
the harder it is to send somebody home.
With that Alicia situation, see, when you leave us high and dry, we don't know nothing, then we can't trust you.
Yeah.
Then we don't trust what you saying, how you move, we gonna feel like you lying.
Yeah.
So you gotta be straightforward.
Okay.
Those that are trying to figure it out are getting the hell up out of here. So Brian, all of us ladies have spoken, and you are good.
I really want to see what me and Alex could build. I don't want to leave it on the shelf.
The consensus was that you weren't ready to love.
It's messed up.
I
She
think
out
you
there?
would rather hear from me, because you know I love you.
Yes.
Like, love
For
you.
real. Like, if
if
this was Naya sitting here, I'd be like...
You wouldn't. I don't think you would have wanted to hear it from Naya.
Unfortunately, that one answer cost me everything. I need a little me time to get over this. I got to heal first before I can move on.